One of my favorite things. One of my favorite things. Today, we're going to cover something that is near and dear to my heart. It is one of my favorite tools in the productivity arsenal, and it is an amazing South American beverage called Yerba mate. I cannot have coffee. And I have spent quite a while looking for something that would give me that great caffeine boost that people get from coffee that I obviously could not have. I am a big tea drinker. I love my tea. I have tea all the time. I have black tea, green tea, herbal tea, white tea, all kinds of tea. And I drink, 5-6 cups of tea a day. But tea is just more soothing, and it doesn't just get you up and going like that. It just doesn't give me that kick, that boost of energy that I want to get work done to really make a big difference to my day and to wake me up.
Especially when it's 2 p.m. and all I want to do is fall asleep because I ate an entire baguette for lunch and work just isn't getting done.
A friend of mine happened to go on a hunt. She had the same problem as me because she does not like coffee. And she has had tea, she had tried green tea, she had tried black tea. Nothing worked. It wasn't good enough. So she took to Instagram and she asked what to have instead. The main two suggestions that came up both started with matcha latte and yerba mate. Now, matcha is basically just green tea, so that didn't really make that much of a difference. But then, this beautiful, beautiful creature changed everything. What is yerba mate? It is made from the leaves of a plant called mate that is native to South America, namely Argentina, Uruguay, and Brazil. And the plant is also known by its scientific name that I have to read out, Ilex paraguariensis. Mate is the tea made from the leaves of this plant after they're smoked and roasted that way and then ground up. In Argentina and some other South American countries, people drink more yerba mate than coffee or tea, or both combined. In fact, there are people who consume more than 2 liters of mate a day, and that is pretty common. Traditionally, mate is drunk from a setup like this. This is a cup, traditionally made from wood, but I bought a cheap silicone one off of Amazon, called a gourd, and a metal straw that has holes on the bottom so that it can filter out the leaves. And this straw is called a bombilla. So a bombilla and a gourd is a traditional setup, and you prepare mate by first pouring in a little bit of cold water, and the best way to prepare mate, according to some other YouTube videos out there, is to first pour in a little bit of cold water, swirl it around so that you prepare the leaves to accept the hot water and so that it doesn't lose all the nutrients that it has, and then you pour in the hot water. And you drink it just like a tea under all of the leaves. Commercially, it is also sold in tea bags, especially in the US as far as I can tell, but that is a lot less strong and might not give you the same kind of kick. Actually, the caffeine content that way is more like in green tea rather than in coffee. On the other hand, when you drink mate like this, the content is the same as some pretty strong coffee. The tea contains a very large amount of
good things.
Antioxidants, minerals, vitamins, I don't know what else. It's basically magic. So because there are all of these websites that give you top 10 reasons why you should drink yerba mate, and it talks about all the health benefits, I did my research and I looked across a bunch of scientific literature. And what I found was really interesting. Yerba mate protected rats' brains from damage during seizures and actually decreased the frequency and severity of those induced seizures. Regular yerba mate consumption helps protect the bones. In multiple double-blind, placebo-controlled studies, yerba mate actually helped reduce obesity by reducing both the body mass index and the fat content in the body, as well as overall mass. It even helps protect against bacteria. The implications of yerba mate overall are
antioxidant, antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, anti-obesity, and anti-cancer.
However, apparently, high amounts of consumption of yerba mate, about more than 1 or 2 liters a day, are associated with certain cancers. It seems that in part that is because it's just the drinking of really hot liquids, because the cancers are often in the throat and the upper levels of the digestive tract. But basically, you shouldn't have too much of it. So the conclusion is, this is a magical drink that can cure all of your problems, but only if you don't have too much of it. And to have a liter of it, I don't even know how many of these cups you need to fill it. 1 cup, traditionally prepared, has 220 milligrams of caffeine. It is more than enough, and you can refill it over and over again. So I often refill this about 2 or 3 times after putting in maybe 2-3 spoons of mate powder, and that's plenty to get me through the day. And that is my favorite caffeinated beverage. Adios! Hello, this is Kitty. He needs some yerba mate to wake him up.